Welcome back to another episode of Mom Talk. Victoria and I are going to give y'all a little catch up of everything you've missed since our last episode, which was for the new year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So y'all have missed a lot. Starting with Emma turning 14.
That is crazy.
I know. I remember recording last year when she was 13, but it's still crazy.
I must say it every time.
Every time. I don't know. She's just the oldest, so hitting those milestones first is crazy. She wanted to do sound waves this year, and we've been before. I love it. It's all indoor water park. There's actually a lot of people that have not heard of it, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
at Opryland?
Yeah, at Opryland. So when you book it, you have to also stay the night.
Or at least get a room.
Yes, or at least pay for a room.
Yeah.
And, of course, Emma wanted to stay the night anyways. And
Oh, yeah.
I have stayed there before also, but I wanted to get the room with the balcony.
So fancy.
Yeah. Because I never wanted to spring for the extra money for myself. But yeah, for Emma, we're doing it.
Yeah.
For her birthday. So the room was so cute, and our balcony looked out into, like, where you can walk around and look at lights, like the atrium.
Yes.
So we did that. We got food there. Like, we never left once we got there. We got food there. The water park pass is good for all day. So we got there before we could even check in at 10. Luckily, our room was open, so just got all settled. And I thought she might get tired of doing the water park all day at her age. She did not.
We're just out here all day.
Yes. And Henry couldn't come at the beginning because he had a championship basketball game for Hilldale Hoops. And so Emma was happy about that. She got a little bit of time, not with Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got to come after his game. It was pretty late in the evening, but still the water park was open. So then she got some time with him. And they rode, like, the floats and slides together that you had to have multiples.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That worked out.
So it really worked out. And he did win his championship game.
Okay, Henry.
I know. I was really sad to miss it. And when he called and he was on his way, that's the first thing he said is, you and sis weren't there.
Oh, the guilt.
I know. I'm like, oh, I feel terrible. But maybe he won because we weren't there. Yeah. So Emma was happy for him, too. And then we shut down the water park, which was 8 o'clock at night. Like, if I had to guess, I would have said it would have been open till 10. So we had to make ourselves leave. Like, I was like, y'all, let's get out of the way. They're trying to close up.
Yeah.
Oh, and while we were there for the whole day, like, I'm just watching Emma. She's doing her own thing. So I decided to go up to, like, the adult area. I was really hoping they were going to have a hot tub, but they didn't. But I ordered a drink. And in my mind, I was like, wow, I wonder how much this is about to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a normal size drink. And how much do you think it was?
What was it?
It was like strawberry daiquiri, pina colada mix.
Like $14.
21.
Shut up. You said it was normal size?
Yes.
Not your Stanley?
He was like, do you want to open a tab? I was like, oh, Lord, no.
This is a tab.
I regret this immediately.
You won't be seeing me again.
No. So I had that. Really savored it while I was watching her. I knew dinner would be expensive because I already looked at the menu and, like, of course I wanted to find something they liked.
Right. And it's birthday dinner.
It's birthday. I knew we were in the Opryland Hotel. Like, I knew it was going to be expensive. But the drink really sealed the deal.
Yeah. Ouch.
I know. So we stayed the night there. And then the next morning you could get back into the water park for a couple hours, like, before the next whatever at 12. So we went in and did that. And then it was so snowy and cold the next morning. I was like, should we rush to get home before the snow? Should we not? But we just waited it out, and then it was fine. Like, I missed all the...
Oh, the road's fine.
The tragedy of the roads. Yeah. So we just ended up staying until checkout. And I think Emma was really happy.
That sounds like fun.
I know. I think she had a really good time. And then I'm glad that Henry did get to come for a little while and hang out with us.
Yeah.
So he was happy, too. Okay, we need to talk about all Mason's appointments that I've missed.
Oh, man, yeah. So, this kid has strep a lot.
Yeah.
But we'd already gone to the ENT once back in August because he was snoring so loud. Like, grown man snoring upstairs. I could hear him from downstairs. And I think I talked about it on here already with the ENT visit. And pretty much at that point in time, the ENT was like, if he gets strep this many more times in this amount of time, call us. Mm-hmm. Right after Thanksgiving, he had strep. Of course, we do amoxicillin 10 days. And then Christmas night, started running a fever again, strep again. Fast forward about 30 days later, strep again. So he had strep every 4 weeks from November to January.
Oh, yeah.
So we're getting his tonsils taken out.
Yeah.
We went back to the ENT, told them that, and they were like, oh, yeah. They've switched up his antibiotic to try something stronger to get it, like, knocked out. But they're like, I don't think he's really cleared this since he got it in November.
Dang, that's a long time.
Yeah.
How long does amoxicillin stay in your system?
So, you take it for the 10 days, and then it kind of, like, fades out over the course of 30 days from when you started taking it.
Okay, so every time it faded, he just flared back up.
Yeah. So we did Augmentin this time, so fingers crossed we can make it through February.
Yeah.
I did go ahead and schedule his surgery for the end of May, just because I don't want him to have to miss that much school. And I know it's just kindergarten, but still, like, he wants to be at school. Like, that's something he enjoys. Obviously, I'm not worried about work he might miss.
Right.
But yeah, so end of May, it'll be after his birthday, and my brother's getting married, so it'll be after all the wedding and everything is all said and done.
Yeah, y'all have a busy May.
May's already stressing me out, but we won't worry about that.
Okay.
And then I really still am confused of how the eye appointment came to be.
Okay, yeah. Because he had one done at school.
Well, let's back it up even further. In August, he had his 5-year well check.
Okay, right.
They did an eye, like, cover this eye, tell me these shapes, whatever, at the pediatrician's office, and he passed his vision exam. Then he starts school. I get a letter home saying that he failed his digital screener. And I'm like, didn't know you were doing that, but okay, cool. And so...
And we don't know what a digital screener is.
I don't. I know when he was, like, I think 3, maybe 4 at the pediatrician's office, they had some, like, app on a phone, and they take a picture of your eyes, and they tell you, like, I don't know what, you either pass or fail that. So I'm like, is that the digital screener?
Okay, because my kids, they used to do what you said. Cover one eye, read these letters, or, shapes.
Yeah.
Then the new pediatrician that we've been going to for a while now, they put this little light thing, like they turn off the lights, they put this little like camera thing up, it almost looks like a game controller to their eyes. It flashes, and in no time they're like, okay, you're good. I'm like, what does that do?
What was that? Yeah.
So I don't know either, and I never question it.
Got the letter home saying he failed the digital screener, and honestly, I didn't think much of it. I had to sign that I got that letter and send it back, and I did. That was in September. We did fall ball, and he was learning how to, like, read and write. He played baseball pretty well.
Right, like no
hit
problems.
Lots of balls. Like, I was like, oh, like, the digital screener could be inaccurate, whatever.
Yeah, because you didn't see any signs that he
I didn't see any signs he couldn't see. It sounds silly, I guess, but he's playing baseball fine.
Right.
And to me, he can, like, identify letters and numbers and shapes, and he's not saying, how would you know you couldn't see?
Right, if you're seeing the same thing all the time.
But I had no reason to think there was anything to it. And then in, I guess, the beginning of the year, January, like very early on, I got an email being like, hey, your son failed this digital screener back in September. We've never heard a follow-up from his doctor about it.
Interesting.
Which I'm like, why would you?
I would never think if I took him to the doctor right after even that I would follow back up with the school.
Right, or that the doctor would tell the school, oh, hey, he came.
No, definitely not.
Like, that seems like they can't. Yeah, it was a weird email, I felt like.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? He has been, like, writing his numbers backwards and, like, some other little things. Let me just go take him and get his eyes checked to rule this in or out. And so I took him to the eye doctor, and they were like, yeah, he needs glasses. And so then I felt terrible. I was like, man, I could have fixed this in September.
But also, he had just been seen in August. So
But he had an eye exam in August, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what? So he's in glasses now.
Looking adorable.
He's so cute. And we go back in a few weeks to see if one of his eyes isn't like a drifty situation, but it is a weaker, substantially weaker vision in one eye. So there's a chance they will patch his good eye to make his bad eye work
Stronger.
harder. Which Jarrett had to wear a patch in 3rd grade.
So.
And when the eye doctor heard that, he was like, oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm like,
Could
yep.
be.
Blame the
We
dad.
have a cause.
It is your dad.
How's he been doing wearing them? They bother him? Is he fine?
No, he's fine. Which is not in his character generally. But no, he's really good.
and running around playing doesn't bother him.
No, he like doesn't even, I don't know if he doesn't notice or he knows that I'm like, hey, these are important. You have to keep them on.
Right.
I just am thankful this is something he chose to listen to me on.
And he said he could tell a difference, right?
Yeah. And I can tell a difference in his handwriting.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do feel like they're helping. Mm-hmm. And I have a rule. I'm like, hey, glasses. On your face or in your case. Like, we're not setting them down.
What a good rhyme.
Face or case.
What a good
He
one.
loves rhymes
Yeah.
right now, too. And so, like, sometimes I'll randomly ask him, where are your glasses? Mm-hmm. And he, like, gets, like, this look on his face. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're not on your face. And I'm holding your case.
So, whoops.
But no.
When would he take them off then? Just to sleep?
To sleep, or, like, sometimes he will take them off if he's watching, like, his tablet. Because he doesn't need them for up close.
Yeah.
Like, even far enough to write, like, on your paper, he needs them.
Okay.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't have, like, numbers to tell you because the doctor was like, yeah, we'll do this for a month and then we'll see.
Oh, okay. Like a reassess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I could ask for the original, but. So, yeah, he's been a good time.
Then you already have that follow-up.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the end of February.
So Emma's medical this month has been her teeth. I don't know how much we've talked about her teeth, but it's always her teeth. Like Mason always has strep. It's always Emma's teeth.
Yeah.
So I think she might have lost 4 baby teeth on her own, and the rest have had to been pulled over these years.
That is crazy.
I know.
Her body really said no.
No. Absolutely. So she's 14 now and just had her final 4 baby teeth, and they had to be pulled.
Wow.
So we
Just
did
hanging
that.
on for dear life.
They were not loose. There was no movement.
It took her a while to get teeth as a baby too, right?
Yes, 13 months.
Wow.
I thought this child will never have teeth. But now,
Now she'll never get rid of them.
yeah. So we already had braces on, and I know some people are like, wait till you lose all your baby teeth, but Emma's teeth were just,
That wasn't happening.
we couldn't wait. We had to make space with braces in hopes they would fall out or that the permanent ones would come down of the couple that she lost.
Bless.
So we knew the braces would be a commitment, and we're in year 3, which we knew, but she really wants them off before high school.
I feel that.
So they were like, pull those teeth then. Like, we've been waiting. So did that. She was nervous because she's already had some pulled before. We did the nitrous. We go see Kevin at Spring Creek. Can't say enough good things about him. He made her feel really comfortable, and she was fine. So then she got all the brackets and the wires and everything put on for the last leg of the braces. Mm-hmm. So we don't have an end date yet, but we are excited.
We're close.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Then she had her first cavity.
Calm down, Emma.
I'm like, Emma, we can't stay out of the dentist. So he filled that and did some sealants on her back teeth in hopes she wouldn't have any more problems. But this is also thanks to her father. He knows this is her.
Those dads.
Yeah, he knows. So she said that the filling was worse than the pulling. Because
See, pulling a tooth never bothered me. I did have a few pulled in my life. Never bothered me. A filling to this day, I'm going to have a panic attack.
okay, I don't think I've had a tooth pulled.
Oh,
I've had a couple fillings, and I know I get anxious.
Yes.
But
No, like,
I guess I had nothing to compare it to.
I mean, I don't know what Emma felt about it, but like I was nervous, I think, but then they just like numbed me and like pulled it, and like that's it. You feel the shot of numbing. That's not pleasant. But then like the tooth pulling itself, it's like here's some pressure, like when you have a C-section.
See, in my mind, I know she had medication, but I'm like, they're pulling it out of you. But at the cavity, I'm like, you won't feel anything once you get the shot. You just might hear it. She was like, no, you're wrong. She was like, that was way worse.
I have goosebumps right now because the drilling and the filing, and I can smell my tooth being filed. I can't do it.
I asked her, I was like, do you want me to come back? And she was like, yes. I was like, oh, dang. Because it's hard to sit there and watch that.
Yeah, I'm
like
sure.
with her teeth, the pulling, she was a wreck. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a wreck. She's a wreck, but I'm trying to be calm and just talk to Kevin. And then she was not nervous about the filling because apparently I lied to her and says it wasn't as bad. I did not mean to. But I could just like see her like shifting her weight. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's being tortured. Like, is it working? Like, so awful.
This is torture.
And then they were like, okay, just be ready for the noise. I was like, oh, terrible.
Nobody's ready for the noise. Don't even tell me it's coming. It doesn't matter.
And they can still watch movies there.
Doesn't help.
I'm like, it's so loud.
Yeah.
Watching this movie, how are they listening to each other doing what they're doing? And
Ugh.
I'm over here freaking out in the corner.
I hate a filling.
Ugh.
Hate it.
So hopefully no more of those.
No.
But we had an eventful month at the orthodontist and the dentist.
You sure did. Wow. Well, coming up, we haven't done it yet, but it is on my calendar while we're speaking of appointments.
Mm-hmm.
Did I already mention on here that when I took Mason to the pulmonologist, she messaged me a few days later and was like, hey, I know I said he was all cleared, but I consulted with the pediatric pulmonary hypertension people and they want him seen in their clinic once a year. And I was like, okay. She's like, he's already had an echo done for this year and pulmonary function tests, so he's good for this year, but next year he'll need to get in with the clinic. And I was like, okay, great. I have a daughter. Like,
Right. What about her?
I don't have any concerns about her, but you told me he was all clear. This is just out of precaution. You want him to go here. Mm-hmm. Does my daughter need to be seen? And she said, oh, yes, any other children you have need to be seen.
Okay.
So Remy is going first to Mason just did his echo here in town, and then we went to the pulmonologist's office at Vandy. Remy has kind of like what I do. She has a Vandy day coming up.
Okay.
So we'll have an echo and then I guess a pulmonary function test. I don't know how reliable that is on a 4-year-old.
Because what do you do for that?
You have to it was the thing Mason had to blow
Blow out
into
the
the
candle.
tube and blow out the candle or shoot the rocket to the moon or so yeah, we're gonna see how that goes, but that's coming up in the middle of February. We'll
Do y'all do, speaking of February, do y'all do Valentine stuff with your kids?
I mean, I'll get them a little candy or something, but we're not going on a date or anything.
Okay. Are you and Jarrett going to do something for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, we have a couple things planned that weekend, but nothing crazy.
Okay. Just something. Just a little something.
Yeah, just time together.
I want to get my kids the heart-shaped nugs
Oh, yeah.
from Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
It's already on the menu.
I saw it.
Actually, when I was trying to figure out how to find your ice the other day, I was like, let me check every category. And then Katie was like, it's under the ice products. I was like, oh, I just saw a bag and I know you could get a bag, so I didn't see it. But don't worry, I got it.
You got it, and you got all 4 cups for me.
Did. You're
I'm
welcome.
I'm going to fix this anemia soon.
Sure.
It's on the list for the year.
Sure. Okay, but also we did something.
We did.
We did a hangout. It was our work Christmas party, and it wasn't in December when Christmas is. It was the end of January because that's when everybody was free.
I like that.
I really, really liked it because
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I had to squeeze something else in December.
Yeah.
And then Amy picked City Forum, which I thought was so fun.
It was super fun.
Whole back room to ourselves. And then I thought all the food was great.
Yeah.
The girl that helped us booked it, so sweet. I thought everything was really good. And I don't know if I texted you this, but Amy told Jennifer and I that I'm not going to say kid, I don't know how old he is, but younger than me, that was helping with the party and pass out food and stuff. He asked to be at our party because his mom comes to the spa.
Aww.
And she loves it so much, he wanted to make us feel comfortable.
That is so sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh my gosh.
A doll. So it was really so fun. And the duck pin bowling.
Yep, that was fun. I'd never done that before.
So did you like it?
Yeah,
I thought it was fun.
I do too.
I would take my kids back to that.
Yeah.
And then arcade. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought everybody really relaxed and had a good time.
I
And
think so.
you and I are out.
Out. We stayed out late.
We did stay out late. Actually, that was late for us. 12:30, 1.
Yeah, I got home at 1 o'clock.
And we regretted that the next day. I mean, I didn't regret having fun, but I was tired.
I was tired, but I mean, in my head it was going to be worse.
Yeah.
And then I was fine.
Don't say that too loud. Jarrett's going to make you go out all the time.
No, Jarrett would have me out every weekend.
No, I know. Did he have fun?
Yeah.
And then we have young girls at work.
Yes.
Because I'm 40, first of all, and these girls are 21 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
So we went out with them after where'd we go? Oh, third base.
Yep.
I've only heard of that from them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never been there.
And what a mix of people.
Yeah, it was packed.
Packed. And since it was so packed, our young girls, Katie and Maggie, were like, let's sit outside.
I did like the little bonfire situation.
I would like it if I wasn't freezing. I know it's supposed to make
Yeah.
you warm, but
You would have to crawl in it.
crawl in it.
Put a hammock over it like a rotisserie chicken.
Yes, like that. That would have been good. So we didn't stay there too long. We went to Electric Cowboy after that.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
I know this has been a staple in the town, but I have never been.
Mm-mm.
Like, it wasn't there back in my day. Now I go at age 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a time.
You know, this is going to sound really old, but I was still surprised at, like, what bartenders, like, wear and stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just had no idea. Gotta work for them tips. I mean, yeah, I get it. I just didn't think about it because I'm 100.
Yeah.
And what I was really mad about is that people all know how to line dance and I don't. And that's what
No,
you do
literally
there.
everyone. They have classes.
So I've been told.
I don't know who keeps telling us. Like, I've heard it 37 times. Maybe it's Jarrett. Like,
Go take this class.
it's on like Wednesday or Thursday nights or something.
I mean, I'm not going to go and take the classes, but I would have liked to know how to do one of them.
Yeah.
Because they were getting it.
No, they were.
And it was packed.
It was.
So we stayed there and, yeah.
And then we went home.
I went home and Sunday was the next day and I don't think I got out of the bed. But
Was it that hard?
I mean, I was just tired, and I did not have my kids because
Yeah.
the party was on a weekend. I didn't have them because, thankfully, I get to help Amy plan it, and I
Yeah.
don't have to be away from my kids. But yeah, since I didn't have them, I mean, I had a couple drinks, but I don't have to have a drink. But when I don't sleep, I feel hungover.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just lay here all day.
Yeah, so my kids had spent the night with my parents, and then Jarrett was leaving on Sunday to go to Knoxville for 3 days for some teaching conference.
That's right.
So we got up, we went to the grocery store without children.
Oh, how was that?
That was wild.
Yeah.
And then got all that put away without children. And then we went and got the kids, and I mean, we'd been home 20 minutes. Jarrett had to hit the road. So, I mean, I had a slower morning, but yeah, the kids were on 100.
Yeah. They didn't want you to miss,
And
miss anything.
I had promised them, because they used to sleep in my bed every third day not every third day, but third days were a lot more lenient as far as sleeping in my bed because there was room. Mm-hmm. And they had asked if when Daddy left they could sleep in my bed, and I was like, yeah. And then he was gone, and I was tired from the night before. And then the next day was a Monday. I was like, why did I say they could do this on a school night? And they just had a sleepover with my parents, and they're tired, and I'm tired. I'm like, okay, we're going.
No.
You can sleep in my bed, but we're still going to bed at the same time. Because usually a sleepover in my bed, I'm like, okay, you can stay up a little late.
Right.
No. Good night.
Good night. Henry's been doing that a lot more now. Can I stay up a little bit later? Can I stay up a little bit later? Can I watch my iPad until this time and then go to bed? Because I am putting them to bed now, except for myself.
Yep.
I am the one actually going to sleep.
They're not.
And Henry's always trying to negotiate or bargain a later bedtime.
What time would it be if he could have any time?
Him?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to stay up all night, but I think it would be like 10:30 on a school night if he had his choice.
Okay.
You know, some of his friends can stay up later, so...
What is his bedtime?
Oh, so if we didn't get home so late, I would try to put them in bed still at 8:30. Mm-hmm. But we don't even get finished with sports until 8:30.
Yeah.
So I'm like, try to be asleep by 9:30 if you can.
Yeah.
Like, run through this shower, lay down.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's pretty much it. But I don't know if they go to sleep or not.
I know it's been a minute, but when your kids, like, kindergarten age, what was bedtime?
Oh, like 7:30 or 8.
Okay.
It was early.
Yeah.
I mean, Emma needed 12 hours, so probably closer to 7:30. Because I remember when time change happened, like you said, they're like, it's still light out. I'm like, too bad.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Good night.
I'm like, what do we need to stay up later for? I know some people, like, they don't care. They can stay up late on the weekends or the summer, but my kids would just get so out of whack. That was not, I'm like, let's just go to bed.
Mason needs to go to sleep. I mean, it's still like 7:30 around here.
Yeah.
Because he wakes up so early.
Oh, yeah.
And I know there's people who are like, oh, we'll just keep him up later and he'll sleep later. He doesn't. I've tried.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So, no. He's still going to bed 7:30. And then Remy, she would stay up until 2 a.m. every single night if you would let her, and still be up by 7:30.
She's just a night owl like that.
And an early bird. To me, like,
Yeah.
you don't need sleep. She's Jarrett.
Yeah.
Again, the dad.
Again.
Okay, so we've recapped on pretty much everything except, like, one major thing.
What?
You're dating now.
Oh, yeah, I brought a date to our Christmas party.
I mean, dating might not even be the right word, but like you're in a relationship now.
Yeah, it's official, Facebook official. Kids have met him.
Like such a big step.
I know, he's around. Follow my page.
I think it's just funny to me because like you can't talk about it.
I know. What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
Just get so smiley.
No, I know. You're literally like, you'll text me all this like good, happy stuff, and then I'll see you in person. You're like acting like that never happened.
No, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, I'm glad you're happy.
I am happy. And I know you're happy. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've lived through the downs for a while now.
Yeah.
You get to be on the happy
I get to be on the happy train now.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like a good age for this.
I know. Like, I feel like, obviously, people just do it when they feel like they're ready, but I wasn't ready when my kids were younger.
Mm-hmm.
And
neither were they.
no, they weren't. And yeah, I feel like this is a better timing because they're old enough to like understand and appreciate what's going on. Like for me to have somebody to do life with.
Right.
Also, they are doing a lot of their own stuff, especially Emma.
Yeah.
Like I'm lucky to see her on the weekends. So no, I can agree to this age being fine.
I know we said we would just barely touch on it, so that's all we get to talk about.
That's enough for today.
I wanted to do a whole episode, and she was like, no.
How would I even?
I don't know. We would make it work.
Okay.
She's sweating right now.
This has been good. Okay, well, thanks y'all for listening to our catch-up. Don't forget to follow us on Apple, Spotify, and our Instagram account. Thanks for listening. Bye.